Hello everyone, Minute Plus Meditation here. It is June the 8th, Pentecost Sunday, the birthday of the church. This is just a magnificent feast day. It's a day we should really rejoice. Spend time in prayer, please. Spend time in prayer. Just don't let this day go by like another Sunday, even though Sundays are like every Sunday's a Sunday, right? But this is one of the special Sundays, Pentecost Sunday, giving of the Holy Spirit to the church, which means to each one of us. When the day of Pentecost had come from the Acts of the Apostles, they were all together in one place, and suddenly from heaven there came a sound like the rush of a violent wind, and it filled the entire house where they were sitting. Divided tongues as of fire appeared among them, and a tongue rested on each of them. And then, they just are ready to go forth and just preach powerfully in the name of Jesus Christ and the Father. The Holy Spirit will give them the courage they need that they did not have before. Jesus rose from the dead, he ascended into heaven, but they needed the outpouring of the Holy Spirit. Jesus himself said this, and now the Holy Spirit comes upon them and fills them with courage, and we see the effects of this. We see what it leads to, and that is this bold and powerful proclamation of the gospel. It can happen with you and me as well, because it's the same Holy Spirit we receive in baptism, fullness of in confirmation. Question is, are we acting on this grace? Are we trying to cultivate this grace? We really need to, for our own benefit, but the world needs this as well. Okay, so much more, but I just want to give you a thought for your own reflection. Second reading, there's an option. I'm going from Romans chapter 8. But you are not in the flesh, you are in the Spirit, since the Spirit of God dwells in you. That's just not a catchphrase. It's not a hashtag, you are in the Spirit, right? No, if you have received the Holy Spirit, not only in baptism, but in confirmation, then you have the power not to be dominated by distorted inclinations, by fallen flesh. But you have to cooperate with God. Remember, all this requires or depends upon or hinges upon your cooperation. What St. Augustine said, God made you without your cooperation, but he will not save you without your cooperation. So grace operates if we cooperate. We got to cooperate. I don't care what it is, when all is said and done, we have to cooperate. But when we do, we have infinite power available made to us to overcome these powerful inclinations we have, distorted by sin, infected by sin. For if you did not receive a spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but you have received a spirit of adoption and sonship. So we cry out, Abba, Father. He is our Father by adoption. God truly has our back, but you need to let Jesus into every crevice, every nook and cranny of your life, and let the Holy Spirit, just flow through every part of your being, like even when you're in the midst of a powerful temptation. Which really means, thinking about it beforehand and living the life of the Holy Spirit, so that when you get into temptation, and it will come no matter what, you are prepared. Remember what John Wooden said, right? If you wait for opportunity, it's too late. You got to prepare, got to prepare. Okay, over to the gospel. Jesus appears in the upper room. It's from John 20. Peace be with you. As the Father has sent me, so I send you. Then he said to them, when he had said this, he breathed on them. Remember Genesis, he breathed into their nostrils and said to them, receive the Holy Spirit. And then he gives them the power of Genesis, the power to regenerate a soul dead in sin, to actually raise the dead, not physically, although some have done that, but raise the dead from mortal sin, which is St. Thomas Aquinas said, when a person is raised from mortal sin, it's greater than the creation of the entire universe, physical and angelic universe. So the power of Genesis is communicated to us, and it's the Holy Spirit who does this. So this feast, it's so important for all of us to give thanks to God the Father, thanks to God the Son, and thanks to God the Holy Spirit for calling us into sonship, being a son or a daughter of God, and ask for all the grace that you need to be faithful to the blessings that God has called you to share in, so that you can truly bring him to the world as he has given himself to you. God bless you and happy birthday.